Hi, my name's Rachel. This tutorial has been designed with the aim of helping students to develop the basic skills required to work with spreadsheets. The tutorial covers hiding columns and rows, inserting and deleting columns and rows, adjusting the width and height of columns and rows, merging cells and selecting non-adjacent cells. To work along with this tutorial, you'll need to download the spreadsheet file Session 1 R1 from the bottom of this page. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is hiding and unhiding columns and rows. So in this example, we're going to hide column B. So if we click on column B to highlight it, then right click and go to hide, you'll now see it goes from A to C and B is hidden. To unhide B, select A and C, right click and select unhide. Okay, now we're going to do the same with row 5, so we select row 5, right click and choose hide. You can now see it goes from 4 to 6, so to unhide we select 4 and 6, right click and choose unhide. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is inserting and deleting columns and rows. So when we insert a new column, we select a column, so I've selected D. Now when we insert the column, it will go to the left of the one that we selected, so this column is going to go to the left of D. So we right click and choose insert, and then we have a new column to the right, and it's pushed the column that we were using into cell E. Okay? To delete that column, we simply right click and choose delete. When we add a new row, it goes above the row that we've selected, so we'll select row 6 with the word milk, right click and choose insert. Milk's been pushed down to row 7 and the new row is above. To delete it, we right click and choose delete. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is adjusting the width and height of the columns and the rows. So if we wanted to select all of the rows, we'd click on A, drag all the way along to N and release. Then we would right click and choose column width. Let's try setting it to 5 and press OK. As you can see, that's far too small, and the reason these cells have got hashes in is because they're not wide enough to display the information. Okay, we'll right click again and go to column width. Now that we know 5 is far too small, we'll try 15. Okay, yep, 15, we can see all of the information clearly, and all of the columns are an equal width, which makes it look very tidy. To do the same with the rows, we can select 3 and drag down to 7. We can right click and choose row height. Let's try a row height of 3 to begin with. Choose OK. That's far too small, we can't see anything at all. So we right click and choose row height again, and let's try a row height of 10. Okay, that's still far too small, so we right click, try it again, row height, let's try 20. Okay, now we can see everything in the cells and they're all of an equal height. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is merge cells. So if we click on Mary's shopping bill, we can see it's one cell because it's got one black box around it. If we click on Susan's shopping bill, we can see that it's one cell because it's got one black box around it. If we click on Christine's shopping bill, we can see it's lots of small boxes. That's because it's not been merged. Now we want Christine's shopping bill to appear above item, price, quantity and total. So we'll select those cells, we'll right click and we'll go to Format Cells. We'll go to the Alignment tab and check the box Merge Cells. Okay? Those 4 cells that we selected have now become one big cell with the title Christine Shopping Bill in the middle. Okay? The final thing we're going to do is learn how to select non-adjacent cells. So for example, we may want to select column A, column C and column E. So we'd select A, then we'd hold down the control key on our keyboard, we'd select C and then we'd select E. Okay, as you can see, that now selects all three of those rows. An instance where we may want to select non-adjacent cells, for example, is we might want to highlight all of the total cells in yellow. So we can select those ones with our mouse, then we hold down our control key and we click and select those ones, still keeping hold of the control key, click and select those ones. Now you can see you've got all of the total cells highlighted and selected. You might want to fill those in yellow, so choose yellow and then click anywhere. So now you can see you've got all of the yellow cells highlighted. Okay? And that's the end of tutorial 1 for spreadsheets.